That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. A little screen to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Knowles come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. To the air on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to bounce back on that. Head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Using his legs, it's smart. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying to set up the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Rushes on it. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. The play action fake. That's reeled in. It's Ross. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Got a little grass. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And you got to love that 3rd down, man. 3rd and short, you've got to be the more physical team. And listen, it's magnified, right? Because the offense just gave up a touchdown. On the opening drive, like, you don't want to punt the football. So nice nice job being physical on 3rd and short, getting that next set of downs.
They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Samuel.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
He breaks the tackle. Not enough space. And he's in. Pounding his way in for a score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football, and he shows you all of his ability on that TV.
And the extra point splits the upright. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over.
Situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Inside, it's Singleton. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense, because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. This time he wants to throw. He's going to... There he goes. He's close to 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping me.
And the Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive gain.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Under fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game. That makes life really easy
tries to go deep. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Got the quick completion. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receivers so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Gonna run it. It's Hansen. There's some room. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force-feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. They'll run it. It's Martin. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Penn State.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. To the air. It's Daniels. On target to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Gets the back moving. Wants to throw again. Shoots it to the left. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
And the Seminoles are flying down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, running back gets the give. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
You blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
The Seminoles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the red zone, it's Singleton. Here's a little room there. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Knowles! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
And it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Look at Mr. Hands taking the scribber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Run inside. It's Martin.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down. The defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try the counter. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
FSU calling its 2nd timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
He's got it. Spin, still running. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. inside. It's Singleton. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. This time he wants to throw. Here's a heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make it. In the back corner of the end zone. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. He's looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. Throws to the wideout. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Powers through.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just great.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Oh, they're after him. On the run, fires downfield. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Florida State calls its 3rd and final timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. It'll be 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. Takes the handoff. It's Martin. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Bringing the heat. They've got him. Great pressure on this defense.
That defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive line and gets the feet.
At time, as both teams head into the locker room, we're looking forward to a terrific second half. But before that, let's check in with Kevin Conner.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at North Carolina taking on the number 23 team, the Memphis Tigers.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. It looked as if he got a hand on it before it traveled 10 yards, and that's going to be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Some misdirection with the counter. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll keep it on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking for a crease. It's Hansen. Got him up for the first. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. That one will give them the lead.
He's become a really good football coach when you got guys like that. Look at him. Great tackles and shows you the speed to run away from the defense. Jesse, he is an absolute nightmare.
That's a great point, David. You don't have to scheme this guy up perfectly, which means you don't have to have everybody accounted for blocking because he'll make them miss or he'll break tackles. And then you're right. Once you get into the open field, it's not just physical running, but how about the ability to hit the jets and take it the distance?
And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Gives him the big stiff arm. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing him. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
The defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Puts it out on the screen. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and fourth down is coming. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big and they take over.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
They'll run the counter. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really fit.
Snags it, and there's running room. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas. Get it together.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Here's the pressure. Got him downfield.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The hand to the running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Finds us back in the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done, he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Here's the return from inside his 10. Pretty good job on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 32-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They send the tight end in motion. Trying to start the drive with a pass. By himself, he makes the grab. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Wenke, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove,
Quarterback feeling that pressure, he's knocked down. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection was applied or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
The one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think. So,
he wants to take the top off. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. That's the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the run, it's Hansen. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Dropping back, it's Beck. Finds his big tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready. Go, go.
Gonna run it. It's Hansen. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Gotta love the way the defense is playing here on this drive. Down in the game in the fourth quarter. They're expecting run, and they're getting stops these last two snaps. If they can get a big play here, they've got an opportunity to get off the field and probably get pretty good field position to put their offense in a position to maybe go score.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And, man, it's a big decision for this offense. Like, having the lead, does that change your mind? Are you less aggressive, or do you go for the gusto? You try to finish this thing off yourself by getting the first down, continuing to possess the ball here in the fourth quarter with the...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Now the play fake. Outstanding tackle to keep them from getting the first down, and they'll get it back.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead. Multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like it. Offense, doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job. And you did it.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Seminoles in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going very up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
He's got it on the right. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. He wants to go deep. He's picked up, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Taking it the other way. The 50. The 40. Look at that toughness. Oh, it's a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Wallace. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Right back to the well. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense...
He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Rushes on him. Gets away to his left. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes a deep grab. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage when you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback. Dropping back, not giving up the big play.
Under fire. Man, did he wait for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident.
Caught, and he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now, 1st and goal.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. In this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
To the air, it's Daniels. Scrambling away. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Trying to barrel in. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
He's brought down, not even close to the goal line, and that 2-point conversion attempt goes awry. Time is of the essence, just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right, they put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.